Hello!
Afternoon, and welcome to another video. So we've got good news and bad news today, haven't we?
We do. We do.
So should we start with the bad news?
Go on then, you tell them.
So in bad news, our offer on Lobateria was not accepted.
Nope. We are Those Weirdos, a family of 7.
We've been living, working and travelling for 2 years in our self-converted Sprinter van.
I have a chameleon.
We're driving to Portugal to find a bit of off-grid land to buy, then we're going to apply for residency and avoid the Schengen restrictions caused by Brexit.
We'll be filming every bit of the process so you can come along with us and be part of our journey.
One of us has to talk.
So on Lobateira, when we looked at it in the UK on Pure Portugal, it was 23,500. By the time we got here and got an appointment to view it, it had been dropped to 17,500.
Yep.
Which seems to be quite common of the agent that we use, because Rosemary Lands that we looked at after Lobateira was 23.5, and that also dropped to 17.5. So we put an offer in at 13,000 euros, which we put in quite low, and we were hoping that we'd get it for 15,000 euros.
Maybe 16.
That would have cheered us up greatly. Good news is that they came back and said they wouldn't accept 13, but they would accept 14, which is just super quick, wasn't it? So we then contacted our solicitor Liliana, who we mentioned in the previous video, who's super speedy and highly efficient and very well recommended. And she came back the next day and said that she'd done all the checks. So the kind of checks that you have to do in Portugal is to make sure that there's no debt secured on the land. Because in Portugal, unlike say the UK, if there was a debt on the land and you buy it, then you're liable to pay the debt. So the good news was there was no debts. Second bit of good news is another thing that's unique to some European countries, Spain and Portugal share it, is that when you sell a property or a piece of land, the people in your immediate family have to give permission for the sale, because the system prioritises family members getting left properties and land, so that was all clear as well.
Yeah, we mentioned that in our previous video, covering it again in case people are watching the videos out of order.
And then the third check that has to be done is that once the price is agreed, the owner has to contact the neighbours bordering the land or bordering the house, if it was a house that was being purchased, and then the neighbours get first refusal on the price that's been agreed. So that's a common form of gazumping. So say if the guy on the right here said, yes, I'd like the land for 14,000, then we would have lost the sale and he would have gone ahead with it. So that was all fine. None of the neighbours wished to buy the land. So far, both neighbours on our left and right of the land are derelict bits of land, unused, it would appear.
They haven't been cleared or anything?
So super fast. So 14,000 euros plus taxes is what's been accepted.
Yep. We don't look particularly excited today. I can tell it's very, very hot and humid today, so we're a bit off. But when we put in the offer, and then we made the video that you would have watched about it on Sunday, we then decided that since we weren't going to view any more properties around Castelo Branco, we'd go visit a couple of friends, and we hung out with them for a few days, and we went down to a, what do they call it, river beach?
Yeah.
Went down to a beautiful river beach, kind of like a lake, and while we were there, this happened. Hello.
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 So we're sitting in our chairs and we're sitting by the beautiful lake, and Dom says to me, our estate agent's going to call in a minute. He's going to tell us we can have the land, and you know, it'll be really, really cheap, and they'll bung us 500 quid just for the honour of purchasing it. And we were sitting there having a little laugh about it. So we were just being a bit silly, really. And I'm sitting down outside and I'm drinking my wine, and then what happens?
I'd only had one beer, I'd like to clarify.
I don't think so.
So then what happens after my silly joke is we get an email, literally 5 minutes later,
5 minutes later,
saying the owner will accept this offer and will clear the bottom part of the land for you as you've asked. And it was quite a lot of money less than the asking price.
£3.5 grand less.
Yep,
We only put the offer in nice and low so that we could be bartered up.
yep. So
So we got it. We got our wildlands. We're so excited. I can't believe we got it.
isn't it? Well, we haven't quite got it, but we've good enough of it.
So excited. And the ruin hasn't been registered, but there's the possibility to do it.
Yep,
So it's not brilliant, but it's still really good.
yeah. But we'll get the lawyer to check that.
Do you know what? It's been 2 whole weeks that we've been up north looking for land. We've viewed 7 properties, put an offer on one, and accepted. It's just ridiculous.
Do you know why that is?
Karma? Because we're good people.
Yeah, it could be that, yeah.
Why?
It's the same as the van. It's like most people, if they live in a house and they were going to live in a van, they take a long time, think it through, plan it all out. We
Maybe.
just went, yeah, let's live in a van. So we come down to Portugal.
We saw that mad bit of land. It's completely impractical, honestly. Wait till you see it.
Show you around.
Although by the time you see this video, you already will have seen it. So we hope you like it.
I'm not going to tell them which one it is.
I hope you agree that it's madly impractical and really crazy.
Yeah.
But we love it. It's full of magic.
We will have a few park-ups available.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, that'll do for today. Just
See
wanted
ya.
to share our excitement. Yeah, we got it! Woot, woot, woot! But as you can see, we were absolutely thrilled, bouncing around. We spent the next, I don't know, 2-3 hours afterwards just going, oh my God, oh, they've accepted it. Oh, it's amazing.
We just had one beer there, didn't we?
I think, well, I didn't.
No.
That's your thing.
8 beers, I think.
Yeah, so with lots of excitement and yeah, just thrilled really. And so since all the checks have been whooshed through as well, we're actually just about to go and sign the deeds.
Yeah,
It's just happened so fast, it's
super
unbelievable.
So yeah, signing the deeds is in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So that's equally exciting.
Yeah.
I never look excited when anything exciting happens.
No, you don't. Very steadfast.
I wouldn't say I'm daunted, but it's come as a bit of a shock really. So you put your offer in, like when you're buying a property in the UK, you put an offer in and there might be a big chain and you expect maybe months and months of preparation.
We thought, yeah.
So we thought the same. So it's going to be a matter of days or weeks until all being well, the land is ours. So the other good news is that we can, as the offer's been accepted and the signing is very quick, the owners said we can essentially move on to the land and start any clearing. So as you can see, we are...
I don't think they can see yet. That's the, behind us.
Behind us.
This is, we're kind of about at the halfway point down the land.
So
just pootling about and having a look at it.
When we gave you a tour, there is obviously a lot of debris from previous clearing. You see behind, you can probably just make out here, there's rows of olive trees, so it is actually an olive grove that's not been cleared. The olives haven't been pruned for years, but it looks like I think there's about 30 olive trees in that little grove.
Yeah, and some of them are covered in olives, some of them are not, but they haven't been looked after, so that's... We don't need to say much more, do we? No. Oh my gosh, we were excited about having put in an offer, and now it's practically a done deal. Just need to sign it, and then it's ours. 11,000 square meters of Portugal. Unspoilt, beautiful, so much potential.
scrubland for us. Having walked round it again this morning, we absolutely love it.
Oh, it's so
just
wonderful.
fabulous.
There's so much wildlife and just beautiful little areas and
And the thing with YouTube or video footage is you can't really get the scope and the...
No.
It's very three-dimensional with all the layers and the rocks. Some of the rocks are 3, 4, 5 meters drops into terraces below.
Yeah, it's very flat on screen, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's very just like, oh, I'm looking at random scrubland and it's hard to look at.
So no
So we'll do
regrets
our
at all.
best
It's
with-
absolutely great, isn't it?
Get to see if we can get some close-ups for you, show you around a bit more. And then as soon as we've signed and it's ours, we're going to start doing stuff.
Yeah.
We've got plans.
We have got plans. So yeah, we've been looking at all the kind of things we need to do that we've discussed in previous videos. So that's things like cleaning the well, clearing the land, getting a digger in, looking at tree management for fire safety, getting a drive in so that we can get on easily and have friends over. So
But we'll tell you all about our plans as we go along.
Absolutely.
Cool.
So before we go,
Oh.
on the last video, which was the video where we said that we were putting an offer in on
Yeah.
Lobateria, just wanted to thank you for the wonderful comments. It's been just so many comments. I think the last time I looked it was well into 150 or so, and just lovely comments, people offering their congratulations,
Yeah, really supportive.
positive advice.
Yeah.
Very little, if any, naysaying, just loads of genuinely happy responses. So thanks so much for that. It does mean a great deal to us.
Yep, and loads of people also saying that they are gonna do this, or they'd like to do this, or maybe
Yeah.
one day. So they're following our adventure to see kind of how we do it, and use that for their journey later on. So we're gonna keep making videos as much as we can about everything that we do on the land, so that you can see, maybe you want to do it.
Follow the adventure, follow the journey, but also problems overcome, how we resolve things, whatever that might be. And we can show you every part of the journey and take you along with us. It's
Yeah.
exciting, isn't it?
It is. That's enough waffle, innit?
It is enough waffle. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in another few days. And woohoo!
See you Sunday.
See ya!
Bye.
Bye.